Hello farmers and welcome back to Western Australia in the John Deere, coming on down to our newer grass field. I need to fertilize it, but before I can do that I need to take some soil samples on it because, well, I need soil sampling. Ooh, a soil sampler does not like being down on the road. Looks like I was doing a little bit of a dance there for a second. Let's go ahead and bring up the mini map in the bottom left hand corner. Okay, I need that, like the whole map, I guess. Got the big soil sampler on here, so it's going to cover a big range. So we'll grab a few samples and we can fertilize it, and we can move on to the month of October. As for the sugarcane and the grass field up at the farmyard, those have been those have been fully fertilized and lime spread, so that is good to go for quite a while. At least on the lime side. Of course, every time we harvest it, it's going to need more fertilization. Now let's skip on over here. Somewhere like right about here ought to do it. And looks like about 2 more samples are what we need. Yeah, I need to come down here and move the silage bales also. I suppose since there's not many, maybe I'll leave the John Deere down here and I can just use this instead of grabbing the bale trailer to bring it on down. Now let's see if I can grab a little bit more. Just trying to get the upper right hand corner of the field. Now we'll come over here and get this part over here. And we'll soil sample our neighbor's farm field a little bit. And oh yeah, I gotta drop off the spreader so I can send the soil samples. Alright, we should get those back here very quickly. And there we go. So 607 for the soil sample. So we're all set there. Let me fold that up so that way you don't accidentally take another soil sample and have to send them back in. Alright, and then we'll back up to the spreader. There we go. Now I can just bring up the mini map. And we are good to go. Let me scroll on back a little bit. So for today, like I said, we're going to be moving on to the month of October here very soon. In the month of October, we got our T9 down just across the road a little bit. And we got to plant our sorghum in that field. And of course, we have some weeds we're going to have to take care of also. So in our oat field that we planted last episode, that's going to have weeds into it. And the sugarcane field should be germinated next month, I think. So weeds may be in that one as well. There's weeds in it now, but since the crop hasn't germinated as of yet, I'm not going to bother to spray that field until the crop is growing. I did also get our farmhouse. I downloaded the mod and the mod is installed. The farmhouse does cost about 100 grand, so we may have that in the morning, but I just may hold off on getting the farmhouse just yet. We still got like 500,000 to pay off on a loan. I think that's what we got left. I can't remember now. But somewhere in that vicinity. I'd like to pay off the loan first before we put the house down. The house is for Hudson. I don't mind living in that little shack. Like I said, we just go in there, we eat, and we sleep, and we're in the farm fields most of the time anyways. So being in a little shack like that would not bother me at all. So that's what we kind of got planned for today, but then again, other things could pop up. Of course, we got the usual things. We got to take care of the birds. We got to sell the male chicks and ducklings in the morning. What, mostly just females running around the farmyard to lay their eggs. And of course, we got to make sure the sheep got their hay. I got to put some stuff away. Oh yeah, also in October, we got to keep our eye out, I do believe, on the fabric and cotton. November is the best time to sell that, but what I've been seeing with the stock market page, they tell you a certain month, but usually the month late in the month before and early in the month that they're showing. So if I were to sleep through the night, that's usually when the best price happens, you know, through midnight, which is just wonderful, because that's what you want to do as a farmer. Spend about 12 hours of your day taking care of your farm fields and then have to sell everything around midnight. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, this grass field won't be ready now until October, November, not until December, which is fine by me. This field here, just going to keep making silage into it. Yeah, we didn't get many silage bales last time, but with winter approaching and the time I planted the grass field, it was only in the first harvest stage. So next time we cut this grass in this field, might get double the amount of bales. And once again, it's just a reminder, these bales are about 58,000 liters, 55,000, 58,000 liters per bale, somewhere around there. But unfortunately right now, silage will not be sold until wintertime, and we're only in early spring now, so we got a long ways to go before we see a profit on the silage bales. Actually, Hudson will be the benefactor of that, so I won't be able to get to spend that money at all. Also thinking about, you know, when next winter comes, I think I made a title in last episode that, is this the last season? I think this will be the last season. If I happen to finish this season before Farming Simulator 25 comes out, which we probably will, I think we'll just end the series, and I may just only continue on with Mythical Woods, and kind of on the days that Western Australia would be out, I would probably just take a day out from Farming Simulator, if that comes to that point, just to give myself maybe a little bit of a break and kind of get ramped up for 25. But it's not like I'm going to have weeks on end of on days where Western Australia comes out to when FS22 comes out with no videos, because let's face it, we're less than a month away from Farming Simulator 25, and we're only in early spring here, so yeah, not missing out a whole bunch of Farming Simulator kind of stuff anyways. How are we doing on fertilizer? Oh, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I did want to pay off last episode $100,000 of the loan when I woke up in this month of September. I'm glad I didn't, because between planting the oat field, putting lime down, and fertilizer in the grass fields, sugarcane field, yeah, we are down to $80,000 left in the bank account. So I still may pay off $50,000 before I go to bed, just because. To slowly work that loan on down, and we should have a good amount of money coming in overnight because of the cane juice, because the sugar plants are doing their thing. Probably should have narrowed the working width of the fertilizer spreader here, but oh yeah, the sensors, it's not big enough in the area for the sensors to know that it needs fertilizer. That one was. Alright, one more pass here. Okay, maybe two passes. 42 meters is a big working width, but I don't think it's that big. Also, I probably should mention this episode might be just a little bit shorter than usual. It used to be a few weeks ago, I would record the episode 2 days in advance, because my internet upload speed and all that kind of stuff wasn't bad, but I just wanted to make sure everything was all set to go. So that's the way I used to do it. So I used to record, like, well, if you're watching this goes live, it's a Friday episode. I used to record them on a Wednesday night and upload them overnight, make sure everything's good to go by Thursday afternoon, and edit them on YouTube and get them set to go for scheduling. But now with my new internet, I'm just recording them a day in advance. But yesterday was so busy for me, I didn't get a chance to record any videos. So I'm actually recording this video. Well, if you're watching when it goes live, I recorded this maybe like 2 hours ago. So I need to kind of rush and get something out there for today. So it may not be an hour-long video. It may just be a half hour. But then again, I say that, and we'll probably end up with an hour-long video anyways. Alright, this grass field is ready to rock and roll. Alright, we're going to leave, like I said, the 6230 right on down here, because I may get back in here to move these silage bales. So, I think we're all set. Let me just check on our production buildings before we sleep through the night here. Ooh. Getting kind of full on the sugar, are we? Okay. Hang on a second. What's the price of sugar? Sugar. 488. 524. All right, is there... I think there's another high peak coming up, isn't there? For sugar? At some point. Sugar cane. Where's the sugar? Sugar, there we go. Okay, maybe not. Well, we are in September, so it's at its lowest. So the price is going to go up quite a bit from September to October. Oh, you know what I could do to help us out to keep that production going? If I were to spawn item, I think I can spawn 6 pallets. That's 30,000. All right, that gave me enough room. What about here? All right, we will spawn 6 pallets as well to give me more room. There, that'll work. Okay, I think we're all set there for at least another month. How are we doing here on the wool? The wool is... Oh, I need to bring some wool on down here pretty soon. But that doesn't really go through that much, so I can probably bring it down maybe in November. We'll see how it's doing in the morning. Oh, tableware. That's what I'm really coming in here for. Did I clear out tableware? Apparently I did, so that's going to be good to go. That's very key for us. And everything else should be fine and dandy. Let's go back home. Oh yeah, the animals, just to be sure. Okay. No, they're not good. You can see I'm well prepared here. But at least I'm checking on things. And the sheep, yeah, the sheep are good. Let's grab... No. Okay, the case is what we got into first. Yeah, with more and more birds being in the pen, of course, they're going to go through the feed a lot quicker. I think I may have mentioned last episode, I got to remind myself to keep up on the birds now because they're going through the food that much faster. Oh yeah, I also got to get that organic waste in there compacted so we can get our compost all set. Yep, this should fill up the trailer of wheat. How much food are those birds going through a month now? 12,000 liters per month. So I think way back when they were barely, consuming like 1,000, 2,000. Now we're up to 12,000 per month and nearly 175. I am glad I kept the sorghum around. Yeah, sorghum. We got 141,000 liters of sorghum. Glad I did not sell that throughout the winter because I think we've been a little bit short on food. And we don't even have a full bird pen yet. I think we got space for like 200 or 300 more birds to run around. So that just means they're going to go through a lot more feed than what they currently are. Nice big silo like that. I just wish the discharge was maybe twice as fast as it is. Especially when you're trying to fill up grain trailers. This one's, it's actually pretty big. It's like a 40,000 liter. Actually, I want to say 38,000 liters maybe. And the other one, of course, is 120,000 liters. That one takes a moment to fill up. All right, birds. There we go. And I'll probably just start filling this up with the rest of the wheat that we got left in the silo. And I can give it to them first thing in the morning of October. And this is why I kept this grain trailer around. This is our first grain trailer that we had for like the first year maybe year and a half here before we got the 3-in-1 trailer when that was on sale. And of course now we got that big grain trailer over there. Alright, so after double checking on everything around the farm, I think we can go ahead and go to bed and wake up in October. Yeah, the farmhouse that we're putting down is going to go right where this one is. I don't remember even how much this farmhouse was, if I want to call it a farmhouse. But I don't think it was too expensive. Yeah, I did say I want to pay off some of this loan. Oh, okay, so it's actually under $400,000. Let's go ahead and we will pay off another $50,000. There we go. And we'll wake up at 8 o'clock. And we'll get to planting that sorghum right away. Okay. Rain wouldn't have been too bad. So we actually wake up with, made it like 20 grain overnight from the cane juice. Out the door. Alright, so we got check on the animals first. Our fruit trees are in blossom. Alright, so we technically got a full pen, but... And there is a but. Just got to find them first of all. Looking for the male chicks and the male ducklings. Just 9 male ducklings. Okay. And male chicks. 21. Yeah, so maybe from here on out, I think we'll just keep the rest as is. I mean, I think over 1,000 female chicks and or chickens and ducks running around. Not a bad thing. Oh, I can check on the sheep, but the John Deere is down at the grass field, so I can't bring them any hay if they need some. Oh, we got a floating bale. Just gotta do that there. And that should almost fill up their trough, if not all the way. We got all that wool there that needs to be brought down. Yeah, I should check the stock market page. Anything that's looking really, really good. What do we got here? So the wool. Yes, the wool is looking really good to sell. What about the fabric? Fabric price is still going up. $38.58, $38.69. So I think that will be sold this month, and we should get about, if we go 60 and, wow, $200,000 worth of wool is what we got. That's almost going to eliminate our loan completely. The sugar price is now $4.92. It says it's going down, but I think it's higher than it was last month. But yeah, we're going to try to hold on to that as long as we can. And yeah, I think everything else is fine where it is. As for, oh, I can see it right here. Yeah, the sugarcane field has weeds into it, so we got to get the John Deere in here and start spraying for weeds. Same thing can be said for the oat field. But let's head on down to this beast right here. This is our T9 with our drill. Let's go ahead and start unfolding that. And I think I'll have to get a worker started on this because I need to get to do all the other stuff. Don't really matter which way I go, but I think I will start over here in this corner. Go in my neighbor's field a little bit. Make sure I don't start to drill until I'm in my own field. So I possibly could plant in theirs. Alright, and let's get ourselves a worker, shall we? Here we go. Create job. Make sure it's in my field only because these fields are so close. Every once in a while, course play will add in another field once in a while. Let's see, we'll go there. 2 headlands, no overlap. I think everything's looking good for that. It's going around that little island, which is just nothing more than a power line, and it's going around that island, which is trees. But I'm guessing it's going to get stuck there. That'd be my guess. Okay, and then get ourselves a worker. They're off. Who do we got today? It looks like Frank himself is going to be in there, I guess. Let's jump back over to, I think it's going to be a day that we're in the 6230. Where are we at here? Let's say, I think I'll just go back to the farm and maybe I'll come back down later on. What I can do is when I deliver the wool and, well, the fabric is already down here at the store. When I bring the wool down and sell the wool and sell the fabric, when I come back with the semi-trailer, the chrome semi-trailer, I can use the auto-loading capabilities of that trailer, pick up the bales, and we'll plop them on down in a corner of a field somewhere, maybe on the other side of the tracks or somewhere. Anyways, let's get back to the farmyard and we'll grab the See and Spot weed sprayer and we'll start taking care of some weeds. Oh yeah, do not want to forget, new month. Gotta feed Twister. Alright. Don't want to forget about all the animals. And they're running to their feed bowl. Alright, we need to drop off the fertilizer spreader. We'll might as well put that right next to the line spreader. And then the soil sampler can be dropped off as well. Try to get that as far in as I possibly can. Alright, now we need to take care of some weeds. I think we will start with the sugarcane field. And maybe I'll get a worker for the oat field. And it's not going to hurt to top this off. So, yeah, by selling the wool and the fabric today, it looks like our loans will be all taken care of, and anything we earn after that, well, we can spend like we've been spending. But we do need $100,000 for the house. That's one thing I do need to get before I leave here. All right, weeds be gone. And then as we earn more money, which we shall for sure, yeah, we'll try spending it where we see fit. Maybe we will earn enough cash to where we can buy another field. We'll see. I think we will keep leasing the forage harvester and header for the sugarcane each year. And we'll let Hudson decide if he wants to do that in the future, whatever he wants to do. But maybe we'll expand and get some more land for him before we pack up our things and head on over to River Bend, I think, is where our next full Let's Play will be at. We'll start from scratch on there, of course. Well, I say start from scratch. I don't know, we'll see. I really haven't made up my mind how I want to approach that yet in FS25. Oh yeah, I was going to say, do I have weeds over in that old field? I don't really see any, but yeah, those weeds are in the first stage. These are in the final stage of weeds. Let's see how Frank is getting along down in the other field. Well, still moving, so that's a bonus. Just want to make sure you got around one part of that field where it's a little tricky, where you possibly could run into trees. Yeah, it's not going to take us too long to get rid of these weeds, and I think I'll get myself a worker to spray the weeds off in the oat field, and we'll grab the semi-trailer, and we'll grab all the wool. First, we'll fill up the spinnery to make sure that keeps on going, and then we'll sell the rest of the wool. And the fabric I could hang on to for a little bit until the price gets a little better, because that price is still going up. Oh yeah, we'll have to look at, though, I may have to sell some sugar, or at least take sugar out the factory to make sure that keeps on going. But I suppose if the sugar factories were to stop, it's not the biggest deal, because it's not like previous years where we had sugar cane in storage waiting to go into the plant, and we're trying to get through it before the next harvest. This year, yeah, the sugar cane is not going to last until harvest time. And I also got to make sure I don't sell all the sugar, because I got to keep some sugar around for our production buildings, but don't need a whole lot of it. Yeah, not really using that much herbicide in this size of a field. But there's a good amount of weeds in this field, actually. I'm probably thinking it's not the case, but I'm wondering with the weeds, if the weeds are in the second stage, do you use more herbicide than they were if the weed was in the first stage? Do you need more herbicide to kill a more mature weed? In real life, maybe. In Farming Simulator, I'm guessing it's not that sophisticated in how it works. So, yeah, the one thing I was kind of hoping when they started announcing Farming Simulator 25 news, one of the features I would have liked to have seen is having to use pesticides and take care of your fields that way. Make sure we don't have any insect problems damaging our crops. Because I would assume we could use some of the same equipment that we do, like with herbicide. Have different type of pesticides for the different crops, because there's going to be different insects for each different crop, I would think, for the most part. Alright, I think I can get all the weeds here in one more pass. Just ignore us going through the tower here for the power lines. And one more weed right there. Alright. Sugarcane field is all set. Yeah, so if I get a note, you can see pH value perfect, nitrogen perfect, crop rotation. It's not looking great. And that's why the yield isn't as good as it was over in this field. Oh yeah, should I have a look, because it's a new month. Maybe I should look at this small field over here. 58% still over the price, so yeah, nothing desperate to go buy. All right, let's get ourselves a worker for this field. Create job. Yes, this field only. I'm going to say go around twice, but I'm guessing course play won't let me. Or maybe it will. Alright. And looks like they probably fixed the John Deere as well. Alright, so now I need to jump into this lovely little thing. And I'll leave the side curtain open. Oh, is it? I didn't realize this grass field would be ready today. Okay. Yeah, it's not the same cycle as our other grass field. But now we're going to go grab the wool and bring that on down. Watch out for all the birds in the farmyard. Alright, let's grab all of these. Make sure I'm not near that hay bale, because it could pick up that hay bale as well. And not close enough to that, but we can go ahead and just load that in there. Interactive zone markers, let me turn that on, because I don't want to be driving through the trigger and have it take all of my pallets. Yeah, that's what we wanted. We'll unload them and... well, try to load them back up. But I guess they got to be upright. Alright, so why won't you take that pallet there? It's too early in the morning for this. Take it. Alright, wool pallets. Yes, spawn them all, or as many as we can fit. Wool pallets. Spawn more. Kind of hoping they all fit in here. Wool pallets, 5 more. Yep, they should all fit in. And the rest are all hay bales. And let me just make sure that we're all out of here. Yep, that is all we got. Alright. Let's head on down to the spinnery. They'll take what they can take. And the rest will be sold. Where are they being sold to, though? And of course, now stock market page is not going to show wool. Oh, it is going to show wool. Okay. They all need to go to the corgi station. Got it. Okay. Fabric needs to be topped off here. It looks like it took all that it's going to take. Now over to the corgi station, which is right on ahead. So we're going to be selling 146,000 liters of wool. Bringing us up to 258,324. So, I think we'll pay off 225 of that loan. 225. Bringing us down to 107,606 is what we owe. And how much fabric do we have? $64,000. Okay, so not quite the entire loan, but wow, that is a good chunk. Oh, soybeans. Oh, that's in January, so we got a long time before that's being sold. Well, not a long time, but still a few months off. Yeah, so the fabric we can sell and probably get like a $70,000 total with our bonus score. And tableware, we don't want to be selling that. So, yeah, almost this month we'll get rid of the entire loan, but not at all, unfortunately. But that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. If you told me how much money do I have in wool, I was not expecting as much as we had. Trying to take a peek over there, see how Frank is doing. The tractor must be out of render range because I don't see it. But I can see the field is getting work done, so... And I got no notifications saying that it needs help. Alright, let me go ahead and activate to pick up bales, but I'm guessing that's not going to work. Nope, we're going to have to do them individually. Which is okay, we only got a few. Yeah, I'm not sure why every once in a while for the autoloader, for bales, it works the way it should, and other times I just got to come to a complete stop and load them that way, but... It's no big deal. This, I mean, we got a bale trailer. I just didn't want to bring it down here for, was it 8 bales that we have? Wait, how much is silage going for right now? 171, 189. I mean, that price is not that bad. Where do they need to go? Things go here. I think we'll sell them. I think we'll go ahead and sell our silage bales. I mean, the price isn't that bad. Alright, 4 more bales. We'll go sell these and take more off the loan, I guess. And the other grass field that we saw needs to be cut. I'm going to do silage in that field, but of course, by the time those bales are ready, the price is going to be down quite a bit further. Oh yeah, in yesterday's episode of Mythical Woods, I got myself the quick baler, and I noticed after recording that the bales turned into silage right away. There was no... I walked over and I was looking at the bales. I'm like, all right, how big are these bales again? Oh yeah, 25,000. And I caught my eye. I'm like, wait a minute. Did that say they were silage? We just barely wrapped these things, and they were all silage. Which is nice, but then again, at the same time, I'm used to waiting 3 months on wrap bales. Okay. Let's see what we get for all these, even though we saw the price. On the stock market page, what do we get with our bonus score? Am I too high up? Silage. Things go here. Okay, I might be too high up here. Or maybe this sell point does not take bales. Oh, they do. We're just too high up. Well, we got 112. What do we have left on this? Well, I think we're going to pay it all off. If I need money for the rest of the month, we will find a way. 107, 606. No more loans. Well, I was not expecting that today, and now, of course, just as I sold that, I need to refill my drill. Oops. We do got fabric to sell, though. I could sell the fabric. Let's get over to here. Yeah, you were out of fertilizer. All right. Where's my? Oh, my hut's over here. Well, let me go ahead and get this set up for fertilizer, and I'll put in as much as I can. But as you saw, we got plenty of fabric to sell to get us a good amount of change. But, yay, no more loans. You know what? That filled it up a lot more than I thought it would. But now I'm out of money, which means I can't hire a worker. Which means we will have to finish off drilling this field next time and see how far I can get with the fertilizer. But we can always skip through the day a little bit, let the fabric price get on up there, and then we can finish maybe drilling this field in the afternoon hours or something like that. But I think that is where we stand for now. But yeah, anyways, I need to wrap up this episode. I need to get it rendered, edited, and uploaded so you guys have something to watch today at least. So, if you made this far in the video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. Also, while you're down there, you might want to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss out on more content like this. But that is going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Western Australia. But until then, have a good one.